Morning, gray sun.
Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you. Looks like the food cache is still hanging in the tree.
Yeah,
The bear didn't want it that bad.
no. They're tired of ramen.
They don't want ramen either. Okay. Well, good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's another beautiful day. Looks like we might have some clouds up there. I don't know, but there's blue sky peeking through. It's a cool morning. Had a great evening here. Just past the Kid Gore shelter, and Gray Sun sent me a message on the Garmin yesterday afternoon, said that he was here, and I came in and found him, as you saw on my video as I entered this little tent area just past the Kid Gore shelter. So I had a nice little spot on the ground here that was the perfect size for my tent, and right next to Gray Sun as he was hanging in his hammock. Gonna head on up the trail, see how we do. We have like we always do, we have a mountain ahead of us. Is that Stratton Mountain?
Yeah.
Stratton Mountain. Looks like a pretty good challenge, and of course, I mean, the mountains are where the mountains are, and I chose to make that at the end of my day again. Might as well make the challenges at the end. So we'll see how it goes, but Gray Sun is over here. Let him say hi to you. And we're all packed up and ready to go. We're going to head north as far as we can head in hopes of making it to a shelter that's 15 miles out with the ultimate goal of being at Manchester Center tomorrow afternoon for a resupply and then keep going. So going to head on up the trail. Hope you have a great day. I'm going to have a great day. See you up the trail.
My watch says 4 a.m. My mind says stay in bed, but my spirit says go ahead to another day, another day. And I've got miles to make, and not a single one will go to waste.
It's like the tree that was the marker went down, but the blaze is still there. White blaze. And another one laying over with the branches growing up. These trees don't give up. They get pushed over and they keep on going. Hey, good morning again. Heading up the trail here. Had a climb coming out of camp, and now I've got a slight downhill, so I wanted to check in and say hello. Usually my video during the day is forward looking, so you don't have to look at my face anymore, but I wanted to flip the camera around because I've got Gray Sun hiking behind me back there, and we've had a good hike this morning. Met a couple southbounders. The last gentleman we spoke with was very helpful, which several have been over the last week and a half for me. Southbounders that have come through the Whites, just trying to pick their brain to find out how to best make it through the Whites and the presidential range and over Mount Washington and all of that. And so he was very helpful, and so it's easy to be anxious, and I've been thinking about the Whites and getting to Mount Katahdin in time. It became more real when I got back on the trail after being off for 5.5 weeks, and now kind of pushing the time limit. But you know, you worry about just the physical challenge that the Whites and Southern Maine present, and getting over them safely and enjoying that time. But just have to hike every day and be as careful as you can, because there are challenges along the way and many opportunities to make the wrong step and injure yourself. Been close to that a number of times, but just thankful for God's protection, giving me sure footing. And at the end of the day, I'll make it as far as Jesus has planned for me to make it. But I'm hoping that his plan is that I make it to Mount Katahdin. And but I'm thankful for all the blessings and to be able to do what I've done and make it where I've been. And it reminded me this morning, as Grayson said his prayer, as he did back in June when we were hiking together, that he's thankful for the rocks, he's thankful for the roots, he's thankful for everything along the way. And I think I just need to keep my attitude in check and be more positive about the day. But you get up day after day and put the work in and stop and eat and go to sleep, and then you get up and do the same thing the next day. But it's a beautiful country that we're hiking through, and Vermont has been pretty. It's very rugged and not much of what the kids that Grayson and I have hiked with over the last months calls cruisy trail, which I've described my perspective of what cruisy trail is. And that's more or less the trail where you can pick whatever speed you want to hike, and you don't have to worry as much about rocks and roots and steps and bobbing and weaving. There hasn't been much of that, but it's been beautiful, and thankful to be hiking. It's nice to be with Grayson and enjoy his company. And, hopefully that lasts. And whatever time frame it is, we'll enjoy it and be thankful for it. So that's enough for now, and I'll see you on up the trail. Still heading at the end of the day towards Stratton Mountain, which will be a good challenge for us. Little pond over there. Okay, here we are. Got a shelter. Haven't shown you the last few because there have been people in them. But this is the Story Spring shelter. Nice picnic table. Place in here for 6 or 8 people to get out of the weather, spend the evening. Got a horseshoe here. Turned the right direction so that it holds the luck.
Pretty good camping.
Looks like a nice spot back there for camping. There's Grayson. Got a bear box over here, and there's a spring here somewhere that I think we're going to take advantage of. Glastonbury Mountain 8.6 behind us, Stratton Mountain 6.8 ahead. So we'll get some water here, maybe camel up and head forward. Road crossing. Wow. Check out this lumber.
Tom, I think you're doing so good that you ought to just pick up one of those planks and carry it up the mountain.
Wish I carried up the mountain for him. Give him a hand.
Yeah.
You could probably stack 3 of them and carry them up there.
There you go.
Well, I'll come back and grab them later. What do you think? Wow.
Probably don't have to carry it up the mountain though, because the ball's at the bottom.
Oh, okay. So it's carrying it down the mountain.
how do these things get up here, you know?
That's some nice lumber right there.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see what's...
I've noticed that they don't have any pressure treated stuff here lately. It's all
Appalachian Long Trail. Ooh, it's wet under these boards. This would be quite a adventure if it wasn't for the volunteers that make this trail so comfortable and safe for us that are hiking it. So thanks again for everybody that does this. Yeah, you'd be up to your waist in that one. Thanks for the bog boards. Just noticing these trees that have this peculiar bark on it. Looks like a different type of tree. And the last one had two bands and they're completely horizontal bands. Was that
it's a birch.
birch tree?
It's a white birch tree.
White birch tree. Weird. Okay, here's a structure of some sort. Caretaker's hut, I don't know. But I believe we are very close to the summit of Stratton Mountain. Almost 4,000 feet. Kelly Stand Road, 3.8 miles. I don't know what this is. And there's a fire tower.
I don't think I'm climbing that way. Not today.
That was a tough climb. That was a tough climb.
Is this raining, Tom?
No. We asked for it not to rain. It's not raining.
Maximum 4 people in town.
We made it to the top of Stratton Mountain. Okay, guys, we made it over the top of Stratton Mountain, and the clouds were low, kind of blowing by as we went. Got the video there of the fire tower, and then as soon as we started down, it started to sprinkle a little bit and then came down a little bit more. So of course we took our packs off, put our pack covers on and our raincoats, which meant that the rain stopped. But that's okay. That's all that it takes to get the rain to stop. I'm happy to do that. But I think when we were down just a little bit, I looked and we had about 3 miles to go to get to, I think it's the Stratton Pond Shelter, which is where we're headed to for today, which, if I remember correctly, would be a 15-mile day, and would be quite happy with that, especially with Stratton Mountain being in the hike for today, which ended up being the last third of the day. But we made it over it in good shape, just nice and steady, and we're just trying to be careful right now because, of course, all the roots and the rocks are wet and slick, and we're tired, and so we just don't want to have a issue on the way down. But when we get to the stopping point, I will share with you where we will be. But it's been a good day hiking here with my friend Grayson. So there you go. Okay, I think maybe we have arrived, would be my guess. Stratton Pond Trail. This is not our sign. Stratton Pond Shelter is 1/4 mile.
Oh, really?
Yep, so
Well, that's
we got to go a little further. It's a sign, but it's not our sign.
yeah, we were thinking, we just got to the end of the journey. 2.5 minutes. 1/4 mile. Yeah, 15 miles, 1/4 mile. Sounds like it.
So we got to the Stratton Pond Shelter, the 15-mile hike that we had planned, and there were just too many people there. Some college kids had gone up, I guess, where the platforms were. There's a bunch of other people in the shelter, and it just didn't seem like where Grayson and I wanted to be. So we went further up the trail. There's supposed to be water like I don't know, 1/4 mile up the trail. We didn't find any, but we found a pretty decent super stealth spot along the trail. And I hiked back to this pond and got some water. But it's beautiful here, nice and quiet. Really pretty setting. I'm glad actually that I came back here to see it. But it was a great day. Over 15 miles. Grayson's first day over 15 miles since he got back on the trail back at 1408, and we're at about 1640 right now. So hopefully he doesn't regret it in the morning, but I'm glad I got 15, another 15-mile day in the books. So it's beautiful here. I just wanted to show it to you. And I got some water. Since I kind of drug him along, I offered to go get enough water for both of us.